Target locked.
Your suffering ends here.
Today's target is Salazar, the Bloodblade Chieftain. He is a normal damage-dealing fighter for the Nightmare faction. Born of Dragonfire, Salazar bleeds his enemies dry in a flurry of strikes, healing himself with criticals. Here is a stat breakdown for Salazar and how he compares to other fighters in the game. For a long while, he stood tall as the highest attack in the game, but with the coming of Ardia, he now sits at a still very respectable second place. While his defenses aren't the greatest, his kit and attack power typically see him the one left standing. Salazar's basic attack attacks one enemy unit with a 15% chance to inflict bleed on the target. Bleed deals damage equal to 1% of the target's max HP per second and increases their physical damage taken by 10%. This does not stack. Max skill ups increases the chance to inflict bleed by an additional 2%. Salazar's ultimate, Slashing Blitz, is a manually activated ultimate with a cost of 1100 rage. Upon deployment, he starts with 300 and it lasts for 2 seconds. It launches a blitz of 6 strikes randomly on all targets in range, each strike dealing 220% damage and the last dealing 300% damage. He becomes immune to all damage when the skill is in effect. The skill guarantees crit hits on targets inflicted with bleed. With a max skill up, he can increase the initial rage upon deployment by 200 and reduce the skill cost by 200 and increase the damage of all strikes by an additional 80%. Salazar's first passive, Boiling Blood, launches a basic attack on one enemy, dealing 35% damage 2 times. The second attack will guarantee a critical hit if the target is inflicted with bleed. With max skill ups, you can increase this damage by 20%. Salazar's second passive, Blessing of Dragonblood, restores 3% maximum HP for every 7 critical hits landed. With max skill ups, you can reduce the required critical hits by 2 and increase the percentage of HP regened by 4%. Salazar's third passive, Hemo Covenant, is a bond skill. Obtain the hero Kniza, the Staff of Ki, to unlock the following bonus effect. Blessing of Dragonblood temporarily increases the hero's max HP by 20% when triggered, lasting for 5 seconds.
Defeat won't define me.
Salazar's first awakening increases the chance of inflicting bleed with basic attack by 10%. His second awakening increases his attack by 5%. His third awakening increases the bleed duration plus 2 seconds. His fourth awakening increases penetration of his attacks by 8%. And with fifth awakening, Boiling Blood guarantees a critical hit on the first attack against targets inflicted with bleed. With guaranteed critical hits with opponents inflicted with bleed, one might be keen to skip critical rate percentage completely, but even with as much attack speed piled on, you are still left for RNG to keep bleeds up 100% of the time. Attack percentage, crit rate percentage, and crit damage percentage is as important as any other DPS. Early gear sets, upon meeting his major stat requirements, could look for the Doom to increase his already gruesome single target damage. Mid-game, Night Terror will increase his overall damage, augmenting his already guaranteed critical hits. Late game, Soulbound Arcana will scale his damage considerably with his quick rage regen. For artifacts, like any other attack scaling DPS, Ancestral Teachings is a safe bet, but for mid and late game, look only as far as the new Prey Slayer, a watered-down version of the much better mythic Scarlet Hunt, to utilizes his built-in bleeds for considerably more damage. Salazar shines as one of the highest attack stats in the game and has an amazing kit to boot to take down any boss that dares come into his attack range. He is also one of the only bleed units in the game, a debuff that not only hurts the target, but helps everyone else in your team do more damage as well. Be it guild boss, artifact material raid, void rift, arena, or any other place where you can place a fighter, Salazar will shred any opponent without hesitation. Thank you for watching this Watcher Realms Hero Spotlight. If you like what you see, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I am Lieutenant Sheik, and this target has been destroyed.